All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Software Inc., Quantum Network Incorporated. Unfortunately, I had recorded an episode, which was to be the second episode, on, I believe it was Sunday night, and there was a problem with the audio, and it was all desynced, and it would have been way too much work to go ahead and try and resync all the audio. So I just scrapped that recording, so we're going to be jumping into this with a little bit more done than when we last left off, which isn't too big of a deal. As you see here, the building has definitely been rebuilt and added onto, so uh, that's kind of why there wasn't an episode Monday. That would have released Monday, but it's fine. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue the game. And it's on pause. So we released. Um, well, let's go in here. We'll go to my releases. We released Q2D in the first episode and Q Power, and we were mid marketing. Um, we didn't do much in what was to be the last episode or the second episode. Um, we just basically we rebuilt this, and then we hired our teams and started up iNet Core, which is going to be our first processor. Uh, then we went through the full design phase of it. That was pretty much the entire episode. So there isn't too much. You just didn't get to see the building that the building being made, which is not too big of a deal. There isn't all that much that needs to be shown, I guess, in that regard. I mean, we've got our server farm, programmers, designers, and artists. We still have our marketing team, which isn't actually part of the original building, and we just did a little offshoot from that same hallway here to do our project lead for the core team. Give him an office, and then we have a small little canteen here, a small little break room, some bathrooms, a meeting room, and reception. So that's pretty much it. I believe I may have actually, yeah, I had done also a little bit of work in the stocks. I went from 6 million to 9 million from playing the stock market before I sold off the stocks. So that's a nice little bonus. I didn't do any decorating in the meeting room. So I think before we really get started and let this go ahead and do its thing, we're going to go ahead right into build mode, and we're going to do a little bit of decorating inside the meeting room. Because it kind of needs a little bit of decoration. So what it will do is down at this end, right at the corner there, we'll go ahead and we'll put down a nice little clock, and then over here we'll put some paintings in each corner, like so. We'll put down some plants, and then we'll go up into office, and we will add a bookshelf just there and there. So that room now has proper decoration. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but I mean, let's be honest here, neither is my building design. It could be a little better. But that being said, let's go ahead and go right back in and speed things up. We'll try and get iNet Core out and released to the general public today. The other thing that we probably could do with doing, I'm not really worried about taking on hosting deals. I mean, we're starting to lose a little bit of money, but what are we getting in deals? We're getting about 305,000 in deals, and so we'll stay positive income. So that's not a big deal. The other thing that we probably want to do is do a little bit of the mini game here. Good enough. We got it from bad to partially through mediocre, so that's pretty good. And you'll notice everybody's on vacation right now except for my core team lead. And I probably could do with, you know what? I've been getting this message since I did this, so let's go here and let's just 1 to 5 the cook. That way we stop getting the message about a cook not being able to find a stove to work on. It's been okay. So it's basically we should release a 2D product. I'm not really going to do that just yet. But I do think that we might have somewhat of an issue with parking. So I'm gonna just go ahead and increase that just a little bit and put a little bit more. Actually, I want vertical parking. We'll just put 3 more vertical parking spaces there before continuing on. That way, all of our staff can come in and do their thing. It's September, so our marketing team is now on vacation, which I don't know why my marketing team has been doing that. Not working on. I never set that to marketing. I left it on core. That was a derp. That's why pre-marketing has been taking so long. And possibly why development was being held up. Yeah, see, now it's going a lot quicker without them having to focus on marketing as well. So that's good. Do I really want to give them a raise? I don't think so. Let's go. Well, we could do a small raise, not as much as they want, like $772. Are you out of your mind? Let's see. I think we'll give this guy like a $200 raise, $160 raise, something like that. I don't know. Give him a small raise. This guy wants 134, so that's fine. This dude wants way too much, so we'll do that. $988 raise. No, thank you. They may not like the fact that I'm not giving them the raises that they want. I actually, if I remember correctly, I downgraded all of their pay because they keep asking me for raises, which is a little ridiculous. That they keep asking for such high raises. When they don't really do all that much. They're marketers. I could understand if my development teams wanted raises, but my marketers, like, what do you guys do aside from talk to people on the phone? Not really worth, paying you that much money. So we're gonna get a 89 release. Also, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and look in research. We missed in 88. We missed audio compression. Well, that sucks. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. And it looks like my whole programming team is getting educated this month. So that's a little annoying. They're still getting educated. Manage teams, employees, programmers. Let's go to state. Yeah, they're all getting educated. And there's no way to cancel that, which is kind of annoying. I wish you could cancel it. All right, our programmers are back in today. That should mean that this gets released this month. So let's go up here. send that over to marketing and start the campaign. We should get about a half a day of marketing in, which is fine. That's better than no marketing. Let's see how much that brings. 2.3 million in the first 24-hour release. That is lovely. Absolutely lovely. So we'll let that continue on. Still making 2 million. Let's see, hosting, design support. We don't really need any of that money, so that's fine. Also, I noticed this was in the first episode, and I don't think I touched on it. This is from my recording software, and you just ignore it. I don't know why it does that, but it does it in there too. So it's rather interesting that it does that. All right, so the next thing, we'll pause it after the next day. So that's dropping off in price rather quickly, but that's fine. The next day, let's see, we've released a computer, a processor, and a 2D editor. So if we go in here and we look at doing a motherboard and we give it all of this stuff, indicators, 5.1 audio, 7.1 audio. So if we get rid of that, it says it's going to take more than a year. We have enough money to sustain us, I think, for that time frame. So if we go right in and we design a motherboard, it's an original IP. We actually did release a motherboard already once, but we sold that motherboard. I believe we did the 2D editor, and then we did a motherboard. Then we sold the motherboard because we didn't really make any money on it. And then we just did the processor. So I think I'm gonna do another motherboard. Actually, no. Let's look and see what upcoming releases are. So we've got storage, processor, operating system. We've got several motherboards coming out. We've got a little bit of memory coming out, 2D editor, case, and antivirus, and computers. Let's see. 1990 is when the next computer is going to come out. It's 1989. So what's the furthest thing away from us right now? Let's go to release. And that would be my cat. So server motherboards. There's only one consumer motherboard coming out, and that's in 91. So what if we do a server motherboard? Let's see how long will that... Yeah, it's going to take more than a year. But I think we'll have ours out approximately 2 years. So maybe we won't have ours out before everybody else. So if we do that, approximately 3 years, that puts us at 93, along with these guys. All right. Well, that being said, instead of doing that, let's throw out a 3D editor, because none of those are out yet. And then we can do Q2D as its dependencies. And also, let's check into research, audio tool. Okay, so there's no new research. So this will take less than a year. We'll charge $200. Actually, no. We're going to charge $60 for this. We're probably going to take a massive loss, but we'll also be the first one with a 3D editor released. So let's go to active users. Let's take, obviously, the top 3 most active operating systems that we can. And we'll do that. Now, I feel like well, no, we probably won't get any, because this is all, I think, let's see, unlocked 95, 92, 2000, 94, and then all supported operating systems must have 3D rendering to unlock that. So, maybe it's not a good idea to release this. How much is it going to cost us to make this? 7,749. That's right. Expected interest is at 100%. So let's do this. I need to change the name of that. Let's call this QVision. I feel like there's not 2 S's in Vision. Okay, there's definitely 2 S's in Vision. I feel like that's spelt wrong, and I probably did spell it wrong, but that's fine. Yes, we go like that, and go ahead and set that up. And our designers are working on it. Thank God we have 3 in the office. Even though they should have been on vacation, because it is July. So iNet Core actually went positive again, from over 1.9, or went from 1.9 back up to making 2 million. And I feel like our programmers are on vacation again. Or sorry, in class again. Yeah, they all are in class yet again. What do they keep going to class for? Oh, their code skills. Most of them are at 100% though, so that's good. They should be back next month. Some of them are back. Not all of them. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We'll just accept all of those raises. And iNet Core continuing to raise the bar in amount of money that it's pulling in. QVision is beta, and then we will release it in January 1990. This will be the first 3D editor on the market. Then we can go into the 2D tool and compression and give that right to research. And we can also go ahead and give that right to the core to research. That'll give us an APU. Excuse me. That would be the Pepsi coming in. Wow. QVision coming in at $3.7 million. We'll get the 2D tool research first because I think that's the one that's gonna be the easiest one to research. I think APU is gonna be the one that takes its time. I also feel like we might benefit from an R&D team, a decent sized R&D team. Once we hit, I want to say once we hit 100 million, we'll go and we'll either tack onto this building or we'll build another building that we can work out of. Maybe move marketing into there and get rid of this space. Uh, Damn it, we lost image compression. So who won that? Who got that research? And can I buy them out? Shadowtop Ltd. I feel like we don't have enough people in our development teams to. They're at 129. Let's see. Stock. It would take 36 million. We could buy these guys for 29. Let's just let's buy the first bit of stock there, and we'll work on taking and buying that out because that's a 12% royalty. I really hope that we can get the APU, but all of our teams keep going on vacation or class, and I think that's what's hurting us when it comes to getting this research stuff done. We probably aren't going to research the APU either, which rather stinks because we already lost the divider. We will come back in a few moments, and hopefully research for the APU will be completed. All right, so we extended the development rooms just by a little bit. We added an extra, I think, 12 desks to the design space. Only because research is taking a little bit too long. And I feel like if we add a little bit more design space or room space here, the teams will be able to do what they need to do. Also, what I didn't do here is I changed these out and I cloned all of this furniture here. So let's just go in there and in here, and we'll just select all these furniture here like that, and then we'll delete that all. This is our designers, so we'll go in here and add all of this stuff in here for the designers. And then our artists. Oh, those were actually for our that. Okay, I have the rooms backwards. Let's see. I think I put that in the wrong room. I think those were supposed to be the inboxes. But that's fine. Designers can use these and benefit from them, so. Um, So yeah, we've got 61 on core team now. Research should go a little bit faster. Hopefully. Don't know why visual scripting is getting more. Also, we need, yeah, we need to add more parking. Means we need to buy more space out that way. Like that. There we go. Alright, let's boost up priority on this. This will go a little bit quicker. Testing. Applying for patent. Oh, man, I hope I don't lose research for APU. I hope I really get the patent for that. But if we can get this one done, hopefully. There we go. Hopefully this will go a little bit quicker now. Really having trouble with system. And it's that's my designers. And most of our designers are on vacation. Lovely. So yeah, we're gonna probably end up having to put our designers through some education here in a moment. Hopefully after we get this patent. Because believe it or not, this patent will make us a lot of money. Almost a full year on getting this patent. There we go. All right, now we have APU. So, what are the royalties come with the APU? Oh, nobody has the patent for. Patent for that's run out. So it's a 7.8% royalty for the APU patent. It is visual scripting is a 6% royalty. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. How much money did QVision make us? Let's see. QVision, it made us $36 million. Sold 718,000 units. Let's port that to Bot OS. And hopefully that went quick. Hopefully that'll drive sales back up on QVision. We will find out. A lot of fields. Let's just accept that. So it did go up a little bit, I think. No, it definitely went down still in sales. I think next month will be the last month that we do any kind of marketing for QVision. We'll go in and here in a few moments, and we'll end the marketing for that and start designing. Yeah, we'll end the marketing there. Let's go in here and let's see. Processor. I feel like we could put out a new processor. I know iNet Core is still making money, but I feel like if we put out a new processor, it'll have divider and APU this time. And we should also make it a, there we go. Give it everything that we didn't have before, which is actually not that much. Arctic Pace, second level, parallel math, and the APU. But I think, yeah, see, that's gonna approximately 4 years. Wow. Um, I don't know if I want to do that because there's really not all that much in there that's new. Do we have any new research actually this year? Audio tool, visual instruments. We can research that. Anything else? No. We'll assign that to the core team for researching. And instead, we'll research a little bit. Go ahead and patent that. All right. Now it's time to design something. We could do an audio tool. We could do a game engine. Oh, we have access now to make graphics cards. So let's do a graphics card. Give it Q&A. It's going to be a very basic graphics card, but that's fine. And we will call this the what should we call this? It's a good question. I'm horrible with names. So again, if anybody is interested and wants to, you can go ahead and in the comments below put down names for different things that, we could do. Graphic cards, hardware related, software related, doesn't matter. That would be awesome. Let's call this the 9800 QT instead of GT. And we will call it an even 200. Actually, we'll call it an even 199.95. The delay release. We'll have to delay release of this only because July, obviously, all of our designers, programmers, and artists go on vacation, and then September, our marketing goes on vacation. So let's promote this into beta. We're not going to release it yet. We'll hold on to it for another month. That way, when marketing goes on vacation, it'll still be able to be marketed when they get back. All right. Now our marketing team is back, so we go ahead and release this, and we can go to give that to marketing. Start campaign, check research, see if there's anything new that we can research. Doesn't look like it. Oh, we haven't actually looked at our stocks here. We're losing stock in Shadow Ltd. So let's go and look at all companies. There they are. Shadow Top Ltd. They are actually losing quite a bit of money. I'm going to buy them out for the most part. I know that's a really bad thing to do considering they're losing money. But they have 19 products and 1 patent. So we could probably, with that patent being there, once they go under, that patent will become ours. And so with their products, we can just go ahead and sell off all their products. I'm not in it for the products. I'm in it for the patents. 542 mil, or yeah, 542 mil. I wish it was 542 mil. 542,000 on our first day for the GPU that we released. Let's go your releases. How many did it sell? It was first night. 3,000. All right. 3,000 units sold in the first night. It's now up to 663,000. I wish it was 663,000. 6,633. So that's pretty decent. Let's go to memory. And we'll do the top memory here. 99.95. And then we will call this Q Power SD RAM 100. Original IP is the only time. This is the only one that we've done. I did not put it on a server though, and I just totally said don't ask again for pre-marketing. There we go. We are good. We'll market that RAM, and then the last thing that we're gonna do this episode is we're gonna the name for this one will be Q Power Ultra and develop. We will pre-market, of course, because it's gonna take less than a year to release. So we've got 2 designers and a lead working on it, and it's still going rather quickly. We're gonna also have to increase in the next episode. I think we're probably gonna do a lot of rebuilding. Product has been reviewed. SD RAM taking some. Okay, that is fine. Our designers are all back now so that we can get this thing all set into alpha hopefully this month. It doesn't look like it. Nope, almost. So we'll hold on to it until marketing can get their fingers out their butts and finish the pre-marketing for Q Power Ultra. Should get about a half a day of marketing on this. We'll move it up to the top, and of course we will set that to 10, and we'll move that down to normal priority. We'll see how that does. Oh, look at that. A nice $5.2 million from that Consumer grade computer. Alright, we'll do these last two researches. I definitely gave that to Core. We'll do these two researches, and that'll be the end of the episode. We could actually also go buy out that company and get the patent that we're missing. But I feel like that'll be a waste of money, because they're making money again. Yeah, they're making a little bit of money again, so that's always nice. We're positive now. I mean, I'm still losing money on the main stock that I bought, but we're making money on the other stock, so that's fine. All right, guys. So that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. This episode was kind of a catch up from what happened between the first episode and now. Unfortunately, like I said, there was some audio problems with the second episode that I had recorded, and it was so bad that I had to scrap that episode. And there's no way to revert a save file or any of that. So, but that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.